What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D, aka the Ryan 680.
I'm Angela, that Kelly Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. You know what to do, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and thank you for making us a part of your day. And be sure to check out our other movie reviews like this one. Put in comments down below, of course, of what you guys think of the movie before we even talk about it and everything. Let us know in the comments down below, and thanks for tuning in. But yeah, anyways, Angela, what are we talking about today?
So it's officially October.
October 1st.
Woo!
Let's go.
And it is spooky season officially.
Yep. Libra all the way. Libra.
Yeah. But I'm super excited for all the movies coming out, especially this one. I know we love the lead, Ariana DeBose.
Yep.
Fantastic, right? So I was really curious to see how she's going to do this new horror thriller.
Yeah.
It's called House of Spoils.
House of Spoils, guys, tells of a story of a chef who opens up her first restaurant where she battles kitchen chaos, dubious investor, and self-doubt, but the pressure heats up thanks to the spirit of the estate's previous owner who threatens to sabotage her. So, without further ado and everything, Angela, I'm going to ask you first because we both are Ariana DeBose fans. Academy Award winner, first off. Cheers to her, Academy Award winner for West Side Story. Knowing that we saw her in another space movie that was earlier this year. That was really good. I actually felt, it was very entertaining. I really had a great time with that movie. Sadly, we had to see that movie at home. Just like this one, guys. First off, thank you, Amazon Prime, for this Prime Video for giving us access to it and everything. But at the same time, I really wish I would have saw this in a movie theater. But what did you think of House of Spoils, Angela? What is it? Everything you anticipated? The poster was very cool. I thought it was very revealing. I thought it was very like, holy, what are we about to get ourselves into? It's definitely that thriller hardness that I really did want and everything in the film. Mm-hmm. What did you think of Ariana DeBose's acting? What did you think of the whole film in general of House of Spoils?
So I will start off the bat. I love her, and she's done aside from West Side Story, she's gone to do a lot of projects she's done fantastic in, right? Yeah. So I was really intrigued by the premise because she's a chef, right?
Yeah.
And it's a horror thriller. So I was like, where are they going to go with this, right? Where are they going to take it?
It was inventive.
And it was interesting because it's very psychological thriller. Mm-hmm. Like you kind of question as an audience member, what's really happening? And is it just in her head? Is it just what she's seeing? Which I really like movies like that make you question like the sanity of the protagonist. And I really like that it was a little bit more on the supernatural side, with the witchcraft and all that. And I was pleasantly surprised by this movie. I think we had talked about as soon as the movie ended off screen that it's a little bit more on the thriller side than horror side. Yeah, I do agree with you on that. Yeah. But I do like the way the story, turned out. It was an interesting concept, I will say. I know the last chef movie we saw was The Taste of Everything. Oh, and then before that was The Menu. So it's really cool to see another take on like a horror thriller because I know The Menu was a little bit more like that. Like
it was thriller,
thriller, like kind of leaning into that. So it was really cool to see. Yeah. Again, her in there. I think the cast did such a great job. It was really cool, like the way it was shot and like on site. The house was particularly creepy. I thought it was really cool. Yeah. But overall, I really enjoyed it. Now, did we love it? I would agree with you. Maybe not loved it, but it was a very enjoyable film.
Yeah, there's moments in this film was that it was very, very different horror moments in here that I really did enjoy. There's definitely some scenes in here that are just very very kind of like scary but like I said off camera, this is definitely not it's more of a thriller. It's definitely it's kind of hard to say horror movie, right? Because at the same time though, when you think of horror movies, you think of like a lot of, and I feel like that we didn't get enough jump scares or like enough just like of that creepiness. For me, it wasn't as creepy. It wasn't what I expected. Yes, some situations were like ew, some situations were like but that was about it for the fact that from my point of view. But for me, right out of the scene that we get her in as wearing that, at the time she wasn't the chef, when she was wearing her uniform, I was completely sold. She completely sold me as that character and everything.
Like
and I really
scene?
did, the opening scene, and I really did love how it showed us the kitchen realm of it all in a big city and everything. Almost reminded me of like we see in the movie with Jon Favreau, Chef. Not as intense, because this was definitely in that intense route, like almost like The Bear in a way. So like I really did love that. I really enjoyed that. Ariana DeBose really sold me on that aspect of it. But when we go down to like the pacing, I feel like this movie definitely had pacing issues. Not as much as like when I'm talking about pacing issues, it definitely was picking up in the second act, but the first act was kind of going pretty smooth, and it stopped a little bit, and then it picked up towards like it was definitely had pacing issues here for me, but I still had a grand time. This was still really a good film, and I really appreciated her moments, her camera moments that are really good. Her camera expressions. The thing is with me, when it comes to actors and actresses, is that they really have to really exceed those facial expressions, because they really rely on it. This movie probably, I'm trying to think if it even had any CGI really. It probably maybe a few things here and there,
maybe
but for the
a couple things
like maybe the insects or something. But regardless though, it really mainly focuses on the facial expressions of all the actors and actresses, because they have to enact like what they see, and the directors and everything. But this was still a really good time thriller horror film. This was actually directed by Bridget Cole, co-directed by Bridget and Daniela. And I gotta admit, we need more women directors. We do. These are both women directors. We need more women directors. I'll leave it at that. They also co-wrote it as well. So it's an original story and everything. So these are the movies that I wish Hollywood would really embrace. I wish Hollywood would really market the fuck out of these movies. Again, this has nothing to do with Prime. It's just, I wish that this would be everywhere, because movies like this that are original, they really are not publicized very, very well in per se. And that's not because I'm talking about a marketing team, but it's because it's not a franchise movie. And I really hate that, because this movie deserves that recognition. It deserves to have that embodiment of like, this is a big caliber horror film. And because it's not a franchise and everything, it doesn't really reach that. But I really go back to where this did premiere at Fantastic Fest and everything.
Which was cool.
Yeah.
I wish we would have gone.
Yeah, I know. Maybe we'll go next year, maybe. But I really wish this was screening in theaters. I really do, where people could go see it in Regal or everything. But yeah,
I will say one of the main reasons why
and I'm sorry, it's a Blumhouse movie, by the way, too. So keep that in mind.
But I would say one of the main reasons I would see it in theaters is because a lot of the scenes are shot in the dark.
Yeah,
and it's really hard to see it on home. I mean, we have like this, we have our OLED TV, right? But it was really hard to see some of those parts. So like, and the sound, like you have to really, there's a lot of whispering. There's a lot of little sounds here and there. So like the big surround sound of a theater would really help that. The big screen with the darkness would really help that. So it's such a really cool movie to see in theaters. And I agree with you. I'm a little disappointed that it won't run in theaters.
Yeah.
But I will say, I think while I didn't love it, I still really enjoyed the crap out of it. And it was a really cool thriller movie. Yeah. Again, I'm totally into that psychological thriller thing. It was really cool that it was a chef. Yeah. And we see her like
different concept,
like
different
making
idea,
and taking over her own restaurant. It was really cool to see that. And again, I haven't seen. I agree with you. We need more women directors, because I haven't seen a concept like that in a while. So
it's definitely a risk, and I love it when movies take that risk. I applaud movies that take that risk. Second thing I do want to mention as well was that, of course, we did get that inside scoop into where it really how it pressure is on for starting up a restaurant with no brand, from the ground up and everything. A high end, what do you call it? A high end caliber, or he called it like a journey of a restaurant and everything.
Because again, the restaurant's situated,
it's like
in
middle of nowhere.
So people are going specifically traveling to your restaurant. So it's an experience.
Yes, exactly. It's a journey. I think he kept saying journey over and over, and I got that to a certain degree. But at the same time, that was all like, oh man, like dude, this is ridiculous. But anyways,
we're not used to the high.
Yeah, I'm not used to the high end. Yeah, it's almost like that one movie. always is it always be my maybe with where John Wick is, or I'm sorry, Keanu Reeves is in there too.
And
they're just like, what the hell? Like, he's like, what is this crap?
And then they listen to the. I remember he's listening to like.
The sounds that you. Oh my god, stuff like that is like really rich. And I mean, I don't mean by wealth. I just mean it's very rich to see on camera, and it's very.
They're definitely poking
it's
fun
definitely funny. It's definitely funny, and I love the chemistry between them.
Nothing wrong with high class dining.
And also we did I do want to recognize as well. We actually did see Barbie. She's from Euphoria. Yeah, Barbie Fierera. And what did you think of her performance in here as sous chef?
I loved seeing her again. You know, I really liked Kat from Euphoria. She was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, she was great.
So I really liked seeing her outside of Euphoria.
Yeah,
I think she did a fantastic job again, and the whole cast did a whole fantastic job.
They did.
But especially Barbie, I think she was the up and coming sous chef trying to
get her feet wet.
Yeah, get her feet wet, earn the trust of the main chef, and then we're not going to spoil it too much, but, basically step into these shoes, the big shoes. Like, it's a really big opportunity for her.
Yeah.
So I thought it was really cool. Again, love the cast. I think it was a pretty cool job. And I would definitely recommend you guys give it a try.
Yeah, I do recommend this movie, guys, because it's Halloween season already. It's upon us, ladies and gentlemen. It's October, and it's Halloween, and it's definitely going to get you spooked up for the season. So be sure to tune in on our... be sure to subscribe, guys, because we got a lot of Halloween movies coming out this month from streaming all over across the board and everything, along with streaming and in-person screenings as well, that will tune in, because we will be posting those reviews more than once a week right now. We got projects planned for more than once a week. We got content. Movies are coming, whether it's streaming or in theaters, and award season's around the corner. But going back to this, I enjoyed the performances and everything, and we even got to see what's his name called?
Arian Moayed.
Moayed, which from Succession. I recognized him. He was Kendall's friend.
Yeah, he was. It's surprising to see him again.
And he played almost a similar role to Succession in a way,
almost like a prick.
Yeah, almost like that. And then everything on the line. It made sense for him to take that role.
Yeah, because he's basically sinking in everything he has into this business venture.
Exactly.
Is it going to pay
something
off?
diabolical, something demonic? I don't know. Let's find out. All right, guys. But question is for you guys: what did y'all think? Put in comments down below. What do you guys think of this movie? And let us know in the comments. And without further ado, what is your rating of this movie, Angela?
Okay, so I would say again, I really like the cast. I really liked a lot of the shots, especially the shots dealing with the food and how she's foraging for a lot of the herbs and plants she uses. I would say a solid 7.5 because again, it was a really solid film. Now, did we love it? No, we did not love it, but I really, really enjoyed it. And I can definitely see me watching this again for the Halloween season to get into the spooky mood. I'm gonna do a solid 7. I really did enjoy this movie as well. There's a lot of special key moments in here that really kept that horror theme in a way, and then a lot of moments where I was like, wait, this is a horror movie. Again, no, but it's just call me crazy, guys, maybe it's just the back of my mind where when I think horror, you cannot think everything has to be like Scream or Terrifier or stuff like that, because that's just, but again, that's imprinted on me because of the essence of this is a true horror movie. Supernatural can also be horror, anything to do with demons, ghosts, witchcraft. That can also which this kind of is under that category in a way. And so but yeah, I still had a good time watching this movie. And for one time, Academy Award winner Ariana DeBose, cannot wait to see what other projects she will be in the future. It's same thing with Barbie, same thing Arian, and all the rest of the cast. Excited. All right, guys, thank you so much for making this a part of your day. As always, I'm your host Ryan D. aka Ryan 680. I'm Angela. This is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. See you at the movies. Do not forget, subscribe, and see you later, guys.